You never know what's going to happen in the game, so you don't want to leave with that extra inch out there, because that extra inch can lose or win you the game. So we want to just go hard every play. We want to play the last snap like it's the first snap with that amount of energy, enthusiasm, and we want to continue to do that. And if it goes into overtime, we'll be ready because we done fought hard all night long.
I'll go back here to the camera. Back right corner.
Word on the street is you own 7 horses. Just kind of tell us a little bit about that and how you spend your Sundays.
Yeah, the word on the street is true. I think that's the best moment of my life is being a horse lover. I've been loving horses since I was young. My first horse is a horse that's so big. His name is Ricky Bobby, and I kind of don't ride him much. I got a new horse this past Sunday, and her name is Daisy May. She's 5 years old, and I got the chance to move her to Baton Rouge when I first purchased her, and she's at Brett Stables, and I go out there every day. Even if I don't ride, I'm just taking the carries or something, and she has made my life really easy this past week because I get to spend so much time with her, so it's not a lot of outside noise, so I don't get distracted by much. I do football in the morning, I do my class and my study hall and tutoring, and then I go straight to the barn and meet all those nice people and have a day with my horse every day.
We'll go to the camera position over here on the left.
Devin, I feel like I ask you this every time you come back home, but just what does it mean to represent North Louisiana, not only playing for the LSU Tigers, but on this stage at SEC Media Days?
Representing North Louisiana is a big thing because, we have so many guys that have did it before me, such as Tre'Davious White, and the list can go on and on, Benny Logan, all of those guys. But, for me, it's very special because at the end of the day, I tell everybody I love LSU. I'm so proud to be here. When Coach Miles offered me a scholarship, I wanted to stand up and shake his hand and say, Coach, I'm committed. But my mentor didn't let me. He told me we got to take other visits. But at the end of the day, I knew what home was, and, I came, and I'm an LSU Tiger. And, I just thank Coach O'Neal for the opportunity to let me come here and speak for the LSU community.
Go in the back right over here to the right.
Devin, so LSU's defense last year was pretty young and fairly inexperienced. So how has it been to grow and develop with those guys, and how have you stepped up as a leader with them?
It's been very fun. It's been very challenging. The one thing that I can say is, if you lead by example, others will follow, especially when you got a lot of individual success, such as I had last year. And I just want to be the perfect leader for those guys. I want to do everything the right way, as far as workouts and, just 7-on-7 when the coach is not around. That's when I want to kind of emerge as a leader when, you don't have to do it in front of the coach. It's just instinctively doing it. I'm a guy like, if you drop a piece of trash, I'm going to pick it up because I'm all about making the world a better place. So, I think that's the best thing is just having any inexperienced guys, now they're experienced guys. Everybody that's on the defense this year has played last year, so now we can't have no excuses about this guy young or that guy young. No, this guy needs to mature up and play ball.
Go to the camera position on the far right side.
Kind of in that same tone, we talked to Dave earlier this summer. He talked about you all being able to get to that next level of your defense and you being the guy that sets the tone. Could you talk about the responsibility that comes with that, but also he said that Michael Divinity was poised to have a great year as well.
Yeah, the responsibility coming with that is countless hours watching film with a mad scientist. I enjoy every single moment of it. Being in that room with Coach Aranda and learning football, because football is something I want to do for the rest of my life. So I want to know the ins and outs about it. So just being in there with him, he's a great teacher. He's going to break it down, and he's going to also ask you for help, what you think about this. And if it's good enough, he's going to put it into his defense. So I think that's the best thing. And as far as Mike Divinity, he hurt his shoulder last year. So I think he's been so mad at himself that he didn't get to show the world what he could do last year that he's just ready to, just break out and have a monster year.
I'll go back here on the back row, right side.
Yeah, but another former LSU linebacker, Kendall Beckwith, was big into horses too. You guys talk about that, or is it just a coincidence?
The thing with Kendall is he rides American quarter horses, and I ride Tennessee Walkers. So we always going back and forth about it because the thing about Tennessee Walkers, they are smooth. You can set a penny on there and it won't fall off. If you get on a Kendall horse, you're going to be bumpy up and down. I went to Clinton, Louisiana and rode on a 2-hour ride with him, and it was the worst day of my life. But, I'm thankful that, Kendall, my big brother, is a horse lover as well as me. So that's the only thing that we can agree on.
saw somewhere an article that talked about that this year was the year that David Randa was going to be able to put it all out there, right? I'm curious about that statement, one, and what makes him so special, because there's a lot of people that believe that he's going to be a future head coach.
Well, that statement is so special because he hasn't been at LSU very long, so he hasn't been able to put in a lot of things that he wanted to put in because it takes a long time to learn this stuff, and you can't just go in throwing stuff at young guys, because you always have a young team. But now he's been here 3 years, so now this past spring he's been throwing in defense after defense, and we're picking up on it because once you get the scheme of one defense, everything else falls in line. And I apply Coach Randall because at the end of the day, he's not stuck on just one thing. This summer he has been to numerous NFL teams learning different, new strategies, new things to do to bring it back to his defense to make us even better overall. And as far as the head coach thing, I think Coach can be whatever he want to be because at the end of the day, he's a humble guy, respectful, and he wants the best out of his kids, such as myself. That's why, when he get back tomorrow, Tuesday, I got a meeting with him to watch film already on his first day back.
I'll go right here in the middle on the left side.
What's your thoughts on the season opener? You're playing Miami on a neutral field. They played for the ACC championship last year and are supposed to have a good team this year.
Well, my favorite thing to say is iron sharpens iron. So it's no other game that I want to play in to test myself against a team from another conference that's, such as a team like Miami, how good they were last year, the type of momentum they bring to the games, I think it's the best stage for us to play on. Then, on top of that, it's on a Sunday night, and then it's in Jerry World. So I think only thing we have to do is just listen to the coaches and, implement the game plan and just execute the game plan. I think we'll be fine.
We'll go down in the front row all the way to the left.
With that game against Miami and then 2 more conference games in September alone, how much of the burden of success is on you and the rest of the defense, especially with all those guys y'all lost on offense?
There's no burden on us. We just pencil one game at a time, and our goal is to, go 1-0 every week. Because, at the start of the game, we know we got a 50-50 chance to win because the score is going to be 0-0. So we just take care of the things that we can take care of, and we play for the moment, and we don't play for the future, Eventually the future is going to come, but it'll be after we took care of the things that's right in front of us at that time.
We'll go to the camera platform back here on the right.
When we were talking to Dave, he said that he never yelled, or he doesn't yell, and he kind of gave us a reason why. Do you recall that, and being your experiences with him, and how does that help you learn, I guess, when you don't have somebody that's just berating you?
Yeah, Coach never yelled. I never heard Coach yell. His kid, I've been around his kids, and his son, he be all over the place, and he don't even yell at him. So I think he looks at us as young, mature adult. We're not grown men yet because at the end of the day, we still need help with a lot of things, and we in college. So I think that's the best thing he does for us, and he always knows everybody learns differently. So he tries to do enough in order to get the message across to the whole inside linebacker corps. He don't leave nobody out, and if it's somebody that's not catching on fast enough, he pull them aside into special individual meetings, like I have with him, and try to bring him up to where the rest of the linebackers are. So at the end of the day, he wants the best for everybody, and I think that's what's the best thing that I can say about Coach around here, that he don't leave nobody out.
Go to the camera platform on the left side in the back.
Devin, you've obviously solidified yourself on defense, but you played a little running back in high school. How much does that help you diagnose run plays when you're on the field, and have you ever lobbied for carries when maybe it's garbage time?
I'm gonna tell you that helps a lot. If I could tell any player in high school, don't play one position. Don't settle yourself. Be a player that can do a lot of things, because like right now, and I say the number one thing that helped me out is in pass coverage. I know how to drop. I'm kind of smooth with my hips because I played running back before. And as far as that lobbying for a couple of carries, man, I do it all the time. I run around with the ball in practice just to show them, Coach, hey, I did this before. Let me get a couple of carries. But Coach Aranda not letting it happen. So, I'm gonna move on from that this year and just focus strictly on defense.
Go to the second row over here to the right.
So Coach O was just in the other room saying that, a couple plays here, a couple plays there, and you guys would be right there with Alabama, but almost doesn't count. Foster was saying that sometimes he thinks you guys build up the game a little too much, with the bye week and stuff. Just what do you think can help get you over the hump against Alabama?
I think the thing we need to do is just come out and play 5 quarters, complete domination.